Hare Krishna, I'll start with prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnanatimiranjasya Jnananjana Shalakaye Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurunna Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragnatan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Saragana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabanto Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpadarupasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patithanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha namo om Vishnu padaya Krishna preshtaya bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swaminiti namine namo om Vishnu padaya Krishna preshtaya bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti namine namaste saraswate deve gauravani pracharine निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाशादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे प्रेयर टू श्रीमद् भागवतम सर्वशास्त्रादि पीयूषा सर्ववेदैक सत्फला सर्व सिद्धांत रत्नाट्य सर्वलोकैक धृत्कृता सर्व भागवत प्राण श्रीमद् भागवत प्रभो कलिद्वंदोदितादित्य श्री कृष्ण परिवर्तित परमानंद पाठाय प्रेम वक्षाक्षराय ते सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्री कृष्णाय नमोस्तुमे मथेक बंधो मत संगिन मत गुरु मन महादन मन्निस्तारक मद्भाग्य मदानंद नमोस्तुमे असाधु साधु ददायिन अधिनोचताकरा आनामुंच कदाचिन्मां प्रेम्ना हृत्कण्ठयोस्पुरा. Translation. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, you are the most prominent transcendental fruit of the Vedas and are enriched with the jewels of all philosophical conclusions. You grant spiritual vision to all people of the world and are very life breath of the Vaishnava devotees. O Lord, you are the sun which has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. Actually, you are Lord Krishna who has returned among us. O Srimad Bhagavatam, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. By your recitation, one attains transcendental bliss. Because your syllables shower down pure love of God, you are to be served by everyone always, for you are an incarnation of Lord Krishna. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O my only friend and companion and teacher, O my great wealth and deliverer, O my good fortune and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O bestower of saintliness to the unsaintly, O uplifter of the most fallen, please never leave me. Accompanied by pure love of Krishna, please manifest yourself in my heart and throat. Mukham karoti vachalam pungam langayatrikum tirthapadam Shri Guru Kintar. Now we are in 5th canto, 19th chapter. Prayers to Lord Ramchandra by Hanumanji. So verse 5:19-2. Shraddha Mataji is there.
Dandat Mataji, yes.
Dandat Pranam. Yeah, please. You have book?
Yes, Mataji. Shall I start?
Yeah, please.
Om Namo Bhagavate Uttama Shlokaya Namah Arya Lakshana Sheela Vrataya Namah Upashikshitatma Upasita Lokaya Namah Sadhuvada Nikashanaya Namo Brahmanya Devaya Mahapurushaya Maharajaya Namaiti.
Translation. Anyone please read translation. Sunita.
Mataji,
Anurag.
519 Mataji.
3. Sorry, 3.
Okay.
Let me please your lordship by chanting the Bija mantra Omkara. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who is the best among the most highly evaluated personalities. Anyway.
Your lordship is the reservoir of all the good qualities of Aryans, people who are advanced. Your character and behavior are always consistent, and you always control your senses and mind, acting just like an ordinary human being. You exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold, but you are like a touchstone that can verify all good qualities. You are worshipped by Brahmanas, who are the foremost of all devotees. You, the Supreme Person, are the King of Kings, and therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto you.
Text 4.
यत्तद्विशुद्धानुभवमात्रमेकं स्वतेजसाध्वस्तगुणव्यवस्थं प्रत्यक्प्रशान्तं सुधुयोपलम्भनं यनामरूपं निरहं प्रपद्ये.
Translation. The Lord, whose pure form, Sachidananda Vigraha, is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. In the Vaikunta, in the Vedanta, he is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature. And because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor has he a material form or name. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, can one perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. Let us be firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Lord Ramachandra, and let us offer our respectful obeisances unto those transcendental lotus feet. Text 5.
मर्त्यावतारस्त्विहमर्त्यशिक्षणं रक्षोवधायैव न केवलं विभो कुतोऽन्यथा स्याद्ब्रह्मतत्त्वात्मनः सीताकृतानि व्यसनानीश्वरस्य.
Translation will be read by Kalindi Mataji.
It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, could not be killed by anyone but a man. And for this reason, Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in the form of a human being. Lord Ramachandra's mission, however, was not only to kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. He is the self-sufficient Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita?
Text 6.
न वै स आत्मात्मवतां सुरुत्तमः सप्तस्त्रिलोक्यां भगवान् वासुदेवः न स्त्रीकृतं कश्मलमश्नुवीत न लक्ष्मणं चापि विहातुमर्हति.
Translation.
Since the Lord Sri Ramachandra is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva, he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is the most beloved super soul of all self-realized souls, and he is their very intimate friend. He is full of all opulence. Therefore, he could not possibly have suffered because of separations from his wife, nor could he have given up his wife and Lakshmana, his younger brother, to give up either would have been absolutely impossible.
Text 7.
न जन्मनूनं महतो न सौभगं न वाङ् न बुद्धिर्नाकृतिस्तोष हेतुः तैर्यद्विसृष्टानपि नौवनौकसश्चकार सख्ये बत लक्ष्मणाग्रजः.
Translation.
One cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord Ramchandra on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, or one's superior race or nation. None of these qualification is actually a prerequisite for friendship with Lord Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how it is possible that although we uncivilized inhabitants of the forest have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramchandra has nevertheless accepted as friends.
Text 8.
सुरोऽसुरो वाप्यथवा नरो नरः सर्वात्मना यः सुकृतज्ञमुत्तमं भजेत रामम् अनुजाकृतिं हरिं य उत्तराननयत्कोसलान् दिवमिति.
Translation. Anuragini.
Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, a man or a creature other than man, such as the beast or bird, everyone should worship the Lord Ramachandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appears on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of the great austerities or penance to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by his devotee. Thus he is satisfied. And as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, the Lord Sri Ramachandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Nice. We will go for explanation from 3 to 8. Gave a nice perfect in all these things. And one thing I noticed that we are so fortunate to read about Lord Ramachandra before the advent of Ramana. You see how fortunate we are. We are exactly in Bhagavatam prayers. This came naturally. I didn't plan this today, but prayers of Ramachandra, prayers to Ramachandra by Hanumanji. So we are all some special mercy from Lord Ram. That's what I can see in this. So we are praying, Hanumanji is praying. So again, to have a link where we are in the prayers of inhabitants of Jambudipa. So different residents of Jambudipa, we have 9 islands, okay? In the 9 islands, 9 residents are praying. The first island is Ilavrtavarsha, where Lord Shiva is praying to Sankarshana. Second is Bhadrashava Varsha, where Bhadrashava, the king Bhadrashava, is praying to Hayagriva. Third is Harivamsha, where Prahlad is praying to Narsimadev. Fourth is Ketumala, where Lakshmi and Prajapatis are praying to Kamadeva. Fifth is Ramyaka, where Vaivashvata Manu is praying to Matsya. Sixth is Iranmaya Varsha, where Aryama is praying to Kurmadev. Seventh is Kuru Varsha, where Bhumi Devi is praying to Varahadev. Now we are in eighth island, where that is Kim Purusha Varsha. Kim Purusha Varsha, where Hanumanji and others also, inhabitants of Kim Purusha Varsha, they are praying to Lord Ram. And last is Bharata Varsha, where Narad Muni is praying to Naranarayana Rishi, which we will study next week. So now, before entering into understanding Lord Ram, children like stories. Here is one child came to my class, so I would like to narrate some pastimes to prove that Lord Ramachandra is not an ordinary person. He is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even the demigods, they don't understand sometimes when Lord came as human being. So because Ravana cannot be killed by any other person than a human being, Lord had to take human form. So here, Lord Ramchandra is a perfect king, perfect son, perfect husband, perfect father, perfect everything. So how his purpose is not to kill only Ravan, but to show the people how a king is, how a husband is, how a husband should be, how a father should be, how a brother should be, how a friend should be. So all in everything is great, 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 great. So now, one time we see in Ramayana, what happened? Ramayana, Sita was abducted by Ravana. So when Rama found out Sita was not there, so he was in the feeling of separation. So this is his internal mood. Lord wants to have rasa with his devotees. So here, which he is undergoing is Vipralamba Bhava. Vipralamba Bhava. Separation from his devotees. That he is enacting. And also by hearing such leelas, we become elevated. It is not an ordinary man separated from his wife, and so he is lamenting. So, but when the higher authorities of this material world, they also see what is happening in this material world. So, Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, they are witnessing the pastimes of Lord Ram. And everything is okay because Lord has to perform that. He lost his wife and he has to worry for it. But Mother Parvati came to this confusion because he is crying to the plants and trees of that forest. Mother Sita, he was kept on asking, have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita? So he's crying like mad person. Mother Sita was very doubtful. He cannot be God. So the doubt is there inside everyone. That's why which entangled us in this material world. Envy and doubt and all these things. So unfortunately, Mother Parvati also had that doubt. You see, Supreme Personality of Godhead, why he is crying like this? Then Lord Shiva is as good as God. He understood. So he wanted to test Mother Parvati. And Mother Parvati was asking, how come this Lord Ram is crying like ordinary human being? Is he Lord or someone else? Or what is this? Can he be supreme? How is it possible? Then Lord Shiva told, why don't you go and test? Okay, I'll go and test. So Mother Parvati came to that forest. How she came? She came as Sita. She disguised, she became Sita and came there. And long distance, Lord Ram saw her and he paid obeisances to her and asked, Mate, why you are alone here? Why Lord Shiva didn't come accompanying you? You came alone. Though she is in the form of Sita, Lord asked her, why you came? Then she was like embarrassed a little bit. Then she said, no, I just want to see your pastime. Like that, something she spoke, and then she left the place. Now, Lord Shiva wanted to test her, that what is her mood. Lord Shiva was waiting. What happened? He was asking. She said, now she has to confess now, right? How she can doubt the Lord. From distance, he could understand that this is Mother Parvati, not Sita. From that, she could understand that this is Lord Ram. So even the demigods, they do mistakes in understanding the Lord, because the Lord is not easily understandable. The amount he shows us, that much only we will be able to understand him. Understanding is not in our capacity. So devotees don't try to understand, but they glorify him. If at all they want to understand him, it is to glorify him, not for anything else. This we have to always remember, because the moment we want to understand him in a research manner, in a testing manner, then we will be bewildered. It's not possible. Maybe we may become atheist, or we may become Mayavadis, we may become carried away by the materialism. So we should be careful in only glorifying the Lord, remaining humble, and whatever amount he reveals himself to us, that much we can understand. We will not try to understand him, rather we want to serve him. That should be the mood of devotees. So Mother Parvati showed us by her example that at times even great personalities like her can be carried away by Maya, though she is Maya personified. Krishna has a separate Maya for Maya. You understand this? Krishna, she is Maya Devi, but to control her, Krishna has a different Maya. So be careful, we have very careful. So now we will start with the prayer, text 3. Let me please your Lordship by chanting the Bija Mantra Omkara. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who is the best among the most highly elevated personalities. So it is very clearly Bhagavatam is describing Lord Rama is the best among the most elevated personalities. So in the universe, there are so many great personalities, right? So among them, he is the best. He is number one. So they say that they are worshipping him with the Bija Mantra Omkara. Because we have this Om Namo Bhagavate Uttama Slokaya. So Uttama Slokaya means we worship him with very high elevated verses, selected verses, great verses. So here the prayer says, your Lordship is the receiver of all good qualities of Aryans, people who are advanced. Aryan means advanced people. Advanced people means not in wealth, beauty, or richness, or somebody who is a great leader. No. Advanced people means those who are advanced in spiritual knowledge, advanced in their behavior. We should not only knowledge with behavior. So those who are devotees, simple name. Aryans means in South India, these politicians, especially these Tamil Nadu politicians, made these Aryans as an enemy for them. They have that the South Indians as Dravidans and the North Indians as Aryans. And they depict Krishna and Rama as North Indian gods. They are not North Indian god or South Indian god. They are the supreme. They are supreme of whole world, whole everything. Not only this world, all the worlds. But they are very ignorant, the politicians, in the name of serving the people. They are atheists and they criticize like that. So devotees should have a clear understanding that Aryan means devotees, those who are advanced people. So he is like, he has all the good qualities of Aryans. Your character and behavior are always consistent. This is the quality, Lord Ram is always consistent. It is not that human being, if you see, today they will be your friend. Tomorrow, the next moment, they change. This I have experienced in my life. Today they are good, tomorrow they are not good. But here, Lord Ram is always consistent. Love means, loving the citizen means like a father. The Ram, why we are saying Ram Rajya, Ram Rajya? He was like a father of the citizens. So his behavior was always consistent. He just like an ordinary human being, you exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. So he is teaching us how we should behave. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold. If you want to test the gold is pure or how much it is percentage gold, we have a touchstone to test it. And the gold is scrubbed on the touchstone so that the goldsmith can identify the gold is good or bad, what quality and all. So similarly, to test what is the good quality, many people, they don't even know what are all the good qualities. Right? Many, they don't know what is good. What is good, they don't know. If you distribute a chicken biryani, you are a good person. Yeah, because you are giving chicken biryani. Externally, it looks like if you go to Middle East countries during Ramadan time, and they distribute chicken biryani, which will in fact, it's very bad, right? In the name of, they may be thinking that we are doing good thing. Like that, we can see many, many examples in this world. So people, they don't know what is good and bad. The famous example I can give is Mother Teresa. The whole world, I don't know, I'm very scared to speak no problem. Let whoever listen to this lecture, let them understand. They think that Mother Teresa did a great job. But I heard from devotees lectures, especially from my spiritual master, that she fed mutton, chicken, all these things to the Brahmanas of Calcutta, who never touched meat in their life because they were lying down because of some karmic reaction. They had to undergo. They were dejected by their relatives. So, but this lady, thinking that she is doing good for them, fed them all these things. Imagine them, they are already undergoing some karmic reaction. So they are suffering. But thinking that she is taking care of them, she fed all these things. Imagine what kind of social service is this. Killing somebody and feeding somebody. It's not service. And there are many people, they don't understand this. Especially if somebody is a meat eater, they think that meat is good for health, and if you feed meat, what is the problem? Such misunderstandings are there. Meat is not human food. They don't understand, right? So, to understand what is good quality, for that Lord is King of Kings, and He shows us what is good and what is bad. And He is the touchstone to understand what good qualities are. What is good quality? Many think that helping others by feeding them, by giving them clothing, by giving them job, all these things are good qualities. Above that, by giving Krishna consciousness is the best social service one can do. Because the taking up Krishna consciousness will help a person not to continue birth, death, and the cycle. The punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jadare shayanam will not continue if somebody takes up Krishna consciousness. So preaching the message of Krishna, giving the spiritual knowledge is the best social service, which ordinary people may not be able, they may not understand. Many times I used to preach to non-devotees, they don't understand. They say, no, they are giving them food, shelter. So this is very important. That very important thing is given by the Lord to all the living entities. You see elephant in the forest, it is fed nicely. Elephant is going to job or getting social service from somebody else. Elephant is fed very nicely. You see very bad creature, snake. It is also living. It also gets its daily food. The food shelter is definitely given to everyone by the Lord. The important thing which we have to give to others is Krishna consciousness. So the point here is to identify what is good, what is bad. So Lord stands as an example. A good person should be like me. Okay? Good person should be like Lord Ram. So verse 4, the Lord whose pure form, Sachidananda Vigraha, is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. So if at all, if we want to perceive or see the Lord, it's not possible for us to be in this ordinary level and understand Krishna or perceive the Lord. Because we are contaminated by the material modes. That's the reason, though we go to temple every day and we are not able to see the Lord. Lord is there, but our mind is somewhere. This I experience every day. In front, I have Panchatattva, but my mind goes here and there. So I beat myself. Hey, where are you? Lord is here. Why you are not able to see? Yeah. Because we are covered by the materialism. That's why we are not able to see. When we come out of materialism, then we will be able to see the Lord. So in the Vedanta is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature. And because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor has he material form or name. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, one can perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. So Prabhupada is writing a beautiful prayer here. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena. Shanta Shadaiva Hrideshu Vilokayanti Yam Shyama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupam Govinda Madi Purusham Tamaham Bhajam. Unless we put the devotion, like unless you put kajal, the decoration in your eyes, they say that the vision is good by putting a real kajal, not the artificial ones. Your eyesight becomes good. So like that, we have to have pure devotion to see the Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochane. So how we can perceive the Lord? By with love, pure devotion. Then we can perceive the Lord. Otherwise, it is not possible to see Krishna. So here, the main point in this verse is that you have to understand that his form is transcendental. He is Sachidananda Vigraha. To understand him, we need to be very pure. He has no material form. He has no material name. See, if we recite some other names, there are so many names in this world, right? If we say that names, do we get ecstasy or do we get some? Nothing we will get. The people, they say Jay for many kings and many ordinary people. Or many politicians or some this cinema heroines and all. But what do they gain? They gain nothing. They may go to hell by glorifying them. But by glorifying Lord Ram, even if you recite without understanding Ram, 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 like Valmiki, you become a pure devotee. Knowingly or unknowingly, by taking his name, we get purified. So that is the power of holy name. That's the power of the Lord's name. His form is transcendental. His name is transcendental. His pastimes are transcendental. When we hear, we get purified. So janma karma chame divyam yevam yaveti tattvata tyaktva deham punar janma naiti mameti soarchana. You listen about Lord Ram's pastimes, you will not have birth, death again. Punar janma naiti mameti soarchana. No birth. Just listen to pastimes of the Lord, not even big thing, big research. Nobody is asking us to do big research and do this, do that, do this gymnastic, that. No. Simply hear about Krishna, hear about Lord Ram. Life is successful. Just hearing. Just by hearing, Parikshit Maharaj got liberated, right? Went back home, back to garden. Hearing, simply one process. So here, because his form, his leelas, his name, everything is transcendental. So because he is transcendental, he has that potency to purify us and elevate us. Okay. Now, next verse. Why Lord Ram descends here? That's the essence, is fifth verse. What's the purpose of Lord Ram's appearance? It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, would not be killed by anyone but a man. And for this reason, Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in the form of a human being. Lord Ramchandra's mission, however, was not only to kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of all many miseries. He is the self-sufficient Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he be subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother Sita? So, he wanted to teach. There are three purposes. Yeah, of course, to kill Ravana. But he wanted to teach the people in general, people, everybody, that a dutiful husband should give his chaste wife full protection and endure all sufferings for her. A husband has to give protection to the wife. He taught the devotees that entering married life is followed by many tribulations. Prabhupada is writing this. If we enter into married life, tribulations are guaranteed. The brahmachari may argue also, like, in brahmachari life also, tribulations are there. But the grahastha life is more tribulations. One time, myself and my god sister, we were discussing. When one brahmachari changed his ashram, we were telling how much we are suffering. Why this fellow? We want to be like, especially Matajis, we want to become free from entanglement, but it is our dharma to be in family life always. But when we see brahmacharis coming to grahastha life, inside our heart, we are, he's going to undergo pains. Right? We grahasthas, we feel all these things every time. Become a brahmachari, completely dedicate your life, and this lifetime go back home, back to God, and how nice it will be. But why they are attracted to this grahamedi, grahastha life, whatever life? Because grahamedi sukhamhi tucham. Prahlad Maharaj is saying, because he is grahastha, and he says why this life, the happiness in grahastha life, family life is very, 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 very insignificant. So, another reason, he wanted to show the devotees. Second reason. Third reasons, he experienced this transcendental bliss in the spiritual Vipralamba rasa, though his lamentations appear to the material tribulations. He is experiencing transcendental Vipralamba because Mother Sita is dear devotee. So the separation from his dear devotee, he is experiencing a transcendental bliss. This is the whole mood of our Sampradaya. Gaudiya Sampradaya is always crying moment. We are crying to achieve the union of Krishna, right? We all in the we follow the gopis separation mode. So here the Lord also wants to enjoy, because in the separation the devotion increases, the love increases. So that to experience that, he took this avatar. And now he is described in verse 6. Lord is described as a dutiful king. I want to tell one story about, this is in Ramayana. This story I really like it. How Lord Ram is merciful to even animals. Lord Ram used to hang a bell in his palace. Okay. So anyone who has a problem, they can, for you only story. Anyone who has problem, they can go and ring the bell. Lord Ram will come out. Imagine which king will be so easily. Can we meet the present prime minister or chief minister or home minister or any minister, MLA, anyone, collector? Is it possible for us to meet any of the politicians? Is it possible for any citizen to access the king so easily? But Lord Ram gave himself to the citizens, not only to human beings, but animals also. So one time, one dog rang the bell. So Lord Ram came out and everybody told one dog is ringing. Okay. Lord Ram came out and saw. And the dog was bleeding from the head. So he asked, why, what happened? Some problem? He was astonished to see the dog speaking. The dog is speaking. Oh Lord Ram, I was beaten by a Brahmin. The dog shows that Brahmin. He went to beg alms in the houses, but he didn't get anything today. So to vent that anger, he bet me. I didn't do anything to him, but he bet me and I am getting blood. I am pained now. So I need justice. So Lord said, oh, okay. Because you are speaking, that means you are not ordinary dog. You must be some special person. Better you only decide what punishment should be given to this Brahmana who bet you. Lord agreed. Lord said that because you know Dharma, you decide, I will sanction. You decide. Then the dog said, let him become the temple president of one temple, he told. Actually, it is Madhadipati. Madhadipati means a mutt, a leader of a mutt. In our words, it is temple president. That's why I used, because we cannot understand if I say Madhadipati or. So they were all the ministers and Lord Ram, they got so astonished. Why? Punishing, this is not punishment. To give a post, to make you a leader, is it punishment? Do you think it is a punishment? No, it is a reward. But he said, no, it is a punishment. Please explain. So the dog is explaining. In my last life, I was a head of a religious organization and I was very humble. But still, I had to guide, I have to be heavy on some wrongdoers and I have to guide them. So this made me to have lots of offenses, Vaishnava Prad. And because of that, I had to take birth as a dog. Imagine this fellow unnecessarily getting irritation and angry on an animal. Imagine how, if he has become a leader of a religious organization, how much he will be irritable, how much offenses he will do, and imagine where he will go. So that is a punishment. So becoming a leader, many want to become leaders and they take mic and shout ba 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 like that. They don't know. If you are a leader, you have to take responsibility. If you are a king, you have to take the sins of the citizen. You know that? If you become a king, you have to take one part of, out of 6 points, you have to take one part of this sin from the citizens. Imagine so many people are there in this world. If you become in the country, that much sin the king has to suffer. Taking a leadership position, becoming a politician, becoming a leader seems to be very attractive, but it has a baggage for us. Then we need to be like Ram. We need to be like Ram. We are seeing so exalted kings in the Bhagavatam, like Parikshit Maharaj, Yudhishthira Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, so many Maharajas we are seeing. Prahlad Maharaj, Bali Maharaj, all those leaders, they ruled the world. But they are not ordinary, they are Rajarishis, they are perfect themselves. And they implemented the perfection and they see that nothing bad happens to their citizens. So they may be in different yuga, but they maintained, all these kings, they maintained Satya Yuga in their kingdoms. Satya Yuga means not much problems. So a king should be like that. So Lord Ram is a beautiful king. For him, first priority is citizens, then his brother or wife. That's the reason that he proved that he's the best king. So he was obliged to send Mother Sita to forest, even though she was pregnant. Ordinary people cannot understand this. Nowadays, if a politician, what nonsense they are doing. But you see Lord Ram, how much he was sacrificing in his personal life. That is a beautiful king. So, 6th verse we have done. So since Lord Ramchandra is the supreme personality of Godhead Vasudeva, he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is the most beloved super soul of all self-realized souls. Okay, and he is their very intimate friend. He is full of all opulences, therefore he could not possibly have suffered because of separation from his wife, nor could he have given up his wife and Lakshmana, his younger brother. To give up either would have been absolutely impossible. He didn't give up but he is supreme personality of Godhead, so he has nothing material. He is above all these material things. So now, verse 7, one cannot establish a friendship with the Supreme Lord on the basis of material qualities such as one's birth in an aristocratic family, one's personal beauty, one's eloquence, one's sharp intelligence, one's superior race or nation. And none of these qualification is actually a prerequisite for friendship with the Lord, Sri Ramachandra. Otherwise, how is it possible that although we, uncivilized inhabitants of the forest, have not taken noble births, although we have no physical beauty, and although we cannot speak like gentlemen, Lord Ramchandra has nevertheless accepted us as friends. It's such a beautiful verse. Prabhupada is writing such a beautiful purport for this. So he is quoting that what is the qualification to get the favor of the Lord? What is the qualification? So Prabhupada is giving the example of Kunti Maharani's prayers. Janma Aishwarya Shruta Shrivir Etamana Matapuman Naivarhati Apidatum Vai Tvam Akinchana Gocharam. Because, my dear Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education, and bodily beauty cannot approach you with sincere feeling. And if somebody is in ISKCON also, in our devotee community also, some devotees, they give importance to material education. And they put on that I didn't like at all, because this is to attract non-devotees, but among devotees, we should not give importance to these degrees, high education, material education. And also the mood of studying Bhakti Sastri, Bhakti Vaibhava has become like that, certificate. I have seen that also. So the certificate mood, I am Bhakti Sastri, I am Bhakti Vaibhava, Bhakti, that has become a little mixed up with name, fame. Oh, I'm great. I'm a great devotee, like that. That should not be there. Who can approach God? Who has nothing? Akinchana means I have nothing. I have no beauty. I have no money. I have no name, fame. But I have only one thing, sincere devotion. Sincere devotion is the only qualification to attract the Lord, to get the Lord. So the monkeys are praying. See, they are saying that we are not born in a high-class family. We are monkeys. And we are not beautiful. Monkeys we see, no? When somebody is ugly, we see, "Go look at your face, monkey face." Like that we say. So the monkeys are not attractive. So they are praying. Then we will not be his friends. He saw our love, that's all. He accepted us as friends. Sugriva is his friend. So here I would like to quote one important Ramayana verse, which is a Ramayana verse, which is very, very famous, that everybody should know this. That Lord Rama is saying that Sakriteva Prapannaya Tavasmiti cha Yashchate Abhayam Sarva Bhutebhyo Dadamyeta Mama Dadamyeta Vratham Mama. Means, even if anyone says once, "Oh, I am yours," if anyone says that, "Oh Lord, I surrender unto you," surrender, prapanna means surrender. If somebody says any maybe animal, Rakshasa, anyone, low born. Like in Lord Ramchandra's life, we see that a boatman, Kuga, became a devotee. The tribal woman, she became a devotee. And Sugriva is a monkey, Hanuman, monkey, they became devotee. Vibhishan is the Rakshasa. And he surrendered to him. So Lord Ram is saying, when once if somebody says, they may be my enemy, they may be animal, human being, Rakshasa, Devi, Devata, anyone saying once that I surrender unto you, then Lord Ram says, I give them protection. This is my solemn vow. This is my vow that I protect them. I take care of them. That's all. So at least in one day, in a day, we have to, at least one time we have to tell, Krishna, I surrender to you. Lord Ram, I surrender to you. Whether we understand the meaning or not, whether we are very serious or not, at least theoretically we have to say that, Sri Krishna Saranam Mama. So at least once we have to say that to the Lord. These are all daily practices, tips, because we should not forget to surrender to Krishna. Though we chant Hare Krishna, we have to understand that this Hare Krishna chanting is surrendering to him. So we surrender to you. Krishna, we surrender to you. Lord Ram, we surrender to you. So that mood we should develop at least once, or chant that surrender prayers. Some many surrendering prayers are there. Select a few and then chant. So Prabhupada is writing a beautiful purport here, how Kunti Maharani is saying that Krishna, Lord is Akinchana Gochara. And one more pastimes I will tell, I quickly complete, though it is part 5 now. Once in Ramayana, the Lord is constructing bridge between India and Sri Lanka, right? That's a beautiful pastime. They all have to travel to Sri Lanka to kill Ravana, to bring back Mother Sita. So Lord was constructing a bridge. So all the monkeys, they are all big, strong persons. So they are constructing so they are throwing mountains, big stones, heavy stones. Just they are throwing and then doing very good service. Hanuman, Jambavan, Sugriva, Angad, all. Nal, Neel, so many monkeys. But a small squirrel, what it can do, you tell me. It cannot carry an egg, not maximum heavy is not it can carry. But the squirrel thought, I have to serve Lord Ram. So it went to the ocean, took bath, came to the mud, rolled, and went back to the ocean, dipped itself, so that the mud went to the bridge. So came back. It was doing like that, running, coming back, going, coming back. So the monkeys saw. They were all laughing. What is this? We are doing big services. What you are doing? Most of the time, devotees, we also think that big leaders are there. Let them do. What if I do? What will happen? Even if you are a squirrel and do some service, Lord Ram will notice it. You may think, what difference I may make. But difference is made by the squirrel also. So when the monkeys were laughing, Lord Ram said, no. According to your capacity, you are serving. But according to the squirrel's capacity, the squirrel is serving. So I take both the service equally. So the Lord made a mark, which is very famous. Everyone says that the squirrel is having a mark on his back that is made by Lord Ram. So Lord Ram doesn't have any discrimination. You do big service, I like you. You give so much donation, I like you. If you don't give donations, I don't like you. Not like that. So if we have to do big donations, then only Krishna will like it, and we will all fail. What donation we can give him? Because he is Lakshmipati. Here, Prabhupada is quoting that Kolavecha Sridhar. He had nothing in his life. He was selling small things of banana tree, banana cup, banana tree, leaf cup, and then buttermilk, bananas, banana stem, like that he was selling. In that 50% he used to worship the Ganga Mata, and 50% to maintain his life. Still he was content. He never aspired to become rich man. Krishna, oh Lord, please give me. Nothing like that mood. He was simple and be satisfied with that. And he was very happy. So Prabhupada is writing that. And Kolavecha Sridhar is a best example who showed us that you can have no money, but still you remain a devotee. You don't have anything, but still you can remain a devotee. So Lord Ram will be pleased. He is not pleased with the opulences or bodily beauty or a high birth or higher material education. So he is not pleased with that. He is pleased with sincere surrender, sincere service, whatever is within my capacity. Nice, no? So verse 8, last verse. Therefore, whether one is a demigod or a demon, man or a creature other than a man, such as a beast or bird, everyone should worship Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who appear on this earth just like a human being. There is no need of great austerities or penance to worship the Lord, for he accepts even a small service offered by a devotee. Thus he is satisfied, and as soon as he is satisfied, the devotee is successful. Indeed, Lord Sri Ramchandra brought all the devotees of Ayodhya back to God. This verse is also very, very beautiful. So the Lord wants us to become devotees, to dedicate our lives to the service of the Lord. So here, Prabhupada is writing a beautiful purport that Lord Ramchandra is very merciful, and like him or more than him is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he gives Krishna to us. So Prabhupada is saying that we should worship Shad-bhuja palm of Mahaprabhu. So Prabhupada's purport, if you read, is the secrets of bhakti are revealed. You have to be, reading Bhagavatam is nice. Many I have seen that some even devotees, they do sloka and meaning like that. But if you don't read the purport, you will miss the whole main points. So Prabhupada is giving us the secret that we should worship Shadbhuja Palm, because the Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the three forms combined is Shadbhuja Palm. We have to worship him, surrender to him, then he will take care of us. He will take us back home, back to God. So Lord Ramchandra ki jai. Okay. Devotees have any questions or comments? You can ask. Now Ram Navami is nearing. So Lord Ram allowed us to read about him a little bit. So I am happy today. Any doubts? Any Ram Bhakta? Yes?
That surrendering prayer, Mataji.
Surrendering prayers, I have posted in Tamil group. You must have. Yeah, but anyway, I will recite that this prayer is there. The pujaris are praying, no? Amso Bhagavato Asmi Aham Sadadaso Asmi Sarvata Tat Kripa Pekshako Nityam Tat Preshta Sat Karomi Swam. This one it is a prayer that, oh Lord, I surrender to you and Guru Parampara. This is one prayer. One prayer is this. Draupadi is praying to Krishna. Sangha Chakra Gadapane Dwaraka Nilayachyuta Govinda Pundarikaksha Rakshamam Saranagatam. And Gajendra prayers are also surrender prayers. And this Sri Krishna Saranam Mama. Sri Krishna Saranam Mama is also. It's a full, the next verse I forgot. Next line I forgot. This is the mantra of one Sampradaya. The Pushti Mark, they do this. We chant Hare Krishna, no? So they chant the Sri Krishna Saranam Mama. This much also we can say, Sri Krishna Saranam. Simple, easy. Whenever we remember. These are the surrender prayer which I recite. I surrender to you. Even in Narsimha prayer, we say we surrender at you. Narsimha Madhip Sharanam Prapadde. We say, right? Narsimha Madhip Sharanam Prapadde. When I quickly bow down to Narsimha, I recite Narsimha Madhip Sharanam Prapadde. Because focusing the mind sometimes in whole prayer also is difficult. So at least I focus my mind on this. Narsimha Madhim Sharanam Prapadde. Like that. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is surrender prayer only. We chant. At times our mind doesn't come under control, so we have to chant more mantras, more ways we have to do. In all the ways, bring the mind back to surrender to Krishna, surrender to Lord Ram. At least on Ram Navami day, we will do some Ramashtakam. There is a Ramashtakam prayer which are some Lord Ram's prayers, and definitely we will tell Lord Ram, I surrender it to you. Please do that, because this Lord Ram will definitely protect us. We may not be pure when we recite such prayers, but when we repeat the prayers of great personalities, results are amazing. Yes, results are amazing. We may have belief or not, but if we repeat what is said in the Guru Parampara, the results are amazing. In an unusual way, we will be protected, we will be saved, we will be taken back home, back to God. Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Any doubts? Shall we end the class? Happy Ram Navami. So please fast until noon. It is optional. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami told us recently. Devotees always get confused. Some temples they fast full day. Some temples in Mayapur we fast until noon. But Jayapataka Maharaj told it is optional. It's not compulsory. Main thing of fasting is this Janmashtami, Narsimha Chaturdashi, and Gaur Purnima is fasting full, like Ekadasi. Other days, Ram Navami, Balram Purnima, Radhashtami, and other festivals, Nityananda Triyodasi, all these festivals, it's optional. If on Ram Navami day, if they have Ram deities in their temple, they fast full things. And he said it is optional. So here in Mayapur, we don't fast full day, we fast until. So we can, Lord Ram also likes Panakam, like Narasimha. Yeah. So we have to offer Panakam to him. And Hanumanji, Lord Ram's devotee, he likes Ram Bhajan. Hanuman is also powerful. Ram Bhajan. So he will be there. Hanuman will be there. If you chant the holy name of Lord Ram, Hanuman will be pleased. And he will also help us. Instead of some people, they worship only Hanuman rather Ram. That Hanuman himself will not like. Because if somebody is undergoing the Shani period, they worship Hanuman. Better it is to worship Lord with we will not worship only Lord Ram. We normally worship with the Sita Mata, Lakshman, Hanuman, and it's Ram Darbar. It is said Ram Darbar, so everyone is there. All the 4 brothers and Sugriva, everyone is there. If you say that is Ram Darbar. So we worship the Lord with the devotees. So Hanumanji, many people they worship separately Hanuman temple there, but which Hanuman himself may not like. To please Hanuman, we can take his favor. To please him, if we chant Lord Ram's name, then he will be pleased. And we will not be affected by Sani. So
Hare
we'll
Krishna.
see next time.
And one more doubt, Mataji. In case
Ah.
Ekadasi fasting after Dwadasa, if we fail to break, so what the solution, Mataji? If we skip one.
Dwadasi also we have to fast. That is the rule.
Oh, if Ekadasi is not, we fast. And then Dwadasa, we didn't properly break the fast.
In the time, if you are not, if you didn't break in time,
Okay.
then you have to fast that day also.
Okay, Mataji. And then next day we can break it like that.
Break in sunrise.
Oh, sunrise. Okay, Mataji.
Sunrise is
Mostly,
the same time.
Dwadasa, we should not fast like that. They will be telling no, Mataji, Dwadasa.
No, normally it is said like that. Dwadasi also you have to fast, but you are not able to fast the second day also. What you do that Nirjala Ekadasi.
Oh, Nirjala Ekadasi, Pandava Nirjala Ekadasi.
That Ekadasi, if you do all these offenses, mistakes will be nullified, means will be solved. And also fasting on Janmashtami will give you 25 Ekadasi fruits.
Oh, okay, Mataji.
Fasting on Janmashtami will give you
Nirjal, total Nirjal.
total Nirjal. But you see, our mood is not like Karmakandi mood. Karmakandi mood is this: you follow this, then you get this, all these things. Unknowingly, Krishna will forgive us. Don't worry, Krishna will forgive us if you sincerely follow, but something happened. So you ask for forgiveness to the Lord. That's important. And you need not worry. So other fastings you do sincerely, then because our devotee life is not one Ekadasi and break and then gone everything. In forthcoming our life, we are going to follow Ekadasi. We need to be very careful. Okay.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
One doubt here. Yes.
You mentioned that Lord accept all service equal. I mean, big service, for example, and very little, like tiny service equal. Just some question. No. Why? Because he accept our consciousness and no.
Yes.
Service our mood.
Our mood. Yes. Our love. Sincerity. It is not that if you are able to give a garland, you give one flower. Because Krishna will accept simple also. No. If you are a poor person, you can give only one flower. That is okay. But as you only asked the question itself is having the answer. It's the mood. It's the sincerity within your heart. If you are really poor, if you are not able to do anything, but whatever you are able to do, that you have to do. Full extent. You can chant 16 rounds every day, but you say, no, I can chant one round. You can make many preparation to the Lord, but you say, no, I will make only one. Lame excuses are not, but sincerely, whatever you can do, you are stretch yourself. That if you do, then that is sincerity, right? Sincerity is the key word. Love, patram pushpam phalam toyam, yome bhaktaya prayachati. Tadaham bhakti uvatram ashnami prayadatmanah. In this verse, Krishna says 3 times bhakti. 3 times it is said. If you see this verse, 3 times he is saying bhakti, means many people are giving patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, all these things. But they are all added with bhakti.
Krishna Mataji, voice breaking.
Voice breaking. Oh, sorry. Okay. So Mataji's question here, one Mataji is here, and she asked, you said that big service and small service. So big service and small service, what is the difference? Means big service is big service. Some people are constructing temple, they are doing big service, definitely. And I am not doing anything. But whatever I can do, that I have to do. Saying that I cannot do that, I don't do anything. No. Whatever is possible for you, like that squirrel. Squirrel possibility was like, I can carry some mud and put it in the bridge. So he tried, that Krishna sees, that mood.
It means that we need to
Try to do what is there in our capacity. Sincerity. Yeah. What is there in our capacity, that should be full. That should be full. Okay. I'll tell you that Bible story. I told in other class also, Bible story, the rich man gave so much money, but the poor woman, old woman gave only 1 rupee. Jesus Christ said, whose donation is big? Everybody, the disciples told that rich man. Jesus said, no, that poor woman, because what all she had is that only 1 rupee. She gave everything total. The rich man gave only some part of his richness. But this lady gave whatever she had. That was the only 1 rupee she had. She gave everything totally. So whose donation is great? Her donation is great. So similarly, we have to understand this way, that Krishna will understand the mood, sincerity, because he is there inside your heart also. Anyway, we will see you next week. Enough, no? Vancha kalpadarpasa kripa sindhibhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Thank you all. We'll see you next week. Happy Ram.